The pterosaurs, the flying reptiles that dominated the Mesozoic heavens. They were pioneers of powered flight, evolving into a breathtaking array of shapes and sizes, each a marvel of natural engineering. Their reign spanned over 150 million years, a testament to their extraordinary success in a world teeming with giants. Today, we journey back to that ancient realm to witness a hypothetical confrontation between two of its most magnificent aerial sovereigns. What happens when two titans of the sky go head-to-head? One was sleek and fast, a master of the coastal winds, a creature of elegant precision. The other, a veritable flying giraffe, a behemoth with a staggering 40-foot wingspan casting an immense shadow over the lands below. This is the ultimate aerial duel, Pteranodon versus Quetzalcoatlus. Our exploration into this clash of prehistoric aviators begins, as it so often does in the natural world, with the fundamental attribute of size. First, let us consider Pteranodon. This remarkable creature graced the skies approximately 85 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period. With a wingspan stretching up to 18 feet or nearly 6 meters, it was undeniably a large animal, a significant presence against the vast backdrop of the ancient western interior seaway that once bisected North America. Yet for all its impressive span, Pteranodon was a creature of surprising lightness. Its bones, like those of modern birds, were hollow, a crucial adaptation for aerial life, reducing its overall mass significantly. This lightweight construction, coupled with its streamlined form, made Pteranodon an exceptionally efficient glider, perfectly suited for life above the open oceans. Now, we turn our gaze to its contender, Quetzalcoatlus. This titan emerged somewhat later in the fossil record, around 70 million years ago, towards the very end of the age of dinosaurs. And when we speak of Quetzalcoatlus, we enter a different realm of scale altogether. It was, to put it mildly, utterly massive. The estimates for its wingspan are truly staggering, often exceeding 35 feet, or nearly 11 meters, comparable to that of a small modern aircraft. Imagine, if you will, an animal with wings that could dwarf a double-decker bus. This was Quetzalcoatlus. When grounded, it presented an equally imposing figure. Fossil evidence suggests it stood as tall as a modern giraffe, perhaps reaching heights of 16 to 18 feet at the shoulder. However, the dominion of the skies is not solely determined by sheer size. Flight is an intricate dance of physics and biology, where agility, maneuverability, and efficiency play roles as crucial as power. So how did these two aerial giants compare once aloft? Pteranodon, as we've touched upon, was a master of soaring. Its relatively lightweight bones and long, narrow wings were exquisitely adapted for gliding on oceanic thermals and breezes, much like the albatrosses that grace our modern seas. This anatomical design suggests a creature capable of remaining airborne for extended periods, covering vast distances with minimal energy expenditure. Pteranodon was likely a dynamic soarer, expertly using changes in wind speed and direction at different altitudes above the waves to stay aloft. It could patrol the coastlines and open waters for hours, perhaps even days, a silent, watchful hunter scanning the surface below for the telltale glint of fish. When prey was spotted, Pteranodon could execute controlled dives, snatching unsuspecting fish from near the water's surface with its long, toothless beak. Its flight was one of elegance and precision, a creature perfectly in tune with its marine environment. The narrowness of its wings, while excellent for soaring in relatively stable wind conditions, might have made it slightly less nimble in highly turbulent air or confined spaces compared to some smaller, broader-winged pterosaurs. But its mastery of open-air gliding was supreme. Quetzalcoatlus, on the other hand, presents a more complex picture in terms of its flight dynamics. Chapter 3. The Prehistoric Banquet, Divergent Culinary Paths and Strategies. The relentless quest for sustenance is a driving force in the life of every creature, shaping its anatomy, its behavior, and its very destiny. So how did these two colossal pterosaurs fuel their enormous bodies? What were their hunting strategies, and upon what did they feast? For Pteranodon, the answer seems relatively straightforward, intimately linked to its coastal habitat. It was primarily a piscivore, a fish-eater, a hunter of the ancient seas. Its long, pointed, toothless beak was an ideal tool for snatching slippery fish from the water. The iconic crest, particularly prominent in males, may have served multiple purposes, including species recognition and display, but it's also been suggested that it acted as a counterbalance to its long beak during rapid head movements or dives, aiding in aerodynamic stability. Imagine Pteranodon, gliding effortlessly above the waves, its keen eyes scanning the depths. With a sudden, precise movement, it would dip or plunge, its beak piercing the water's surface to secure its prey. It was, in essence, a prehistoric analog to our modern seabirds like pelicans or gannets, though on a significantly grander scale. Its entire physiology, from its wings designed for oceanic soaring to its specialized beak, points towards a life spent harvesting the bounty of the sea, a highly effective marine predator. The feeding habits of Quetzalcoatlus, however, have been a subject of more intense debate and have yielded some surprising conclusions. Given its discovery in inland terrestrial deposits, far from ancient coastlines, a fish-based diet seemed less likely for this giant. For many years, it was hypothesized to be a scavenger, using its immense height to spot carcasses from afar, much like a colossal vulture. This theory certainly held some plausibility. Chapter 4: Survival in a Savage World, Strategies of Protection and Awareness. In the brutal theater of the Mesozoic era, survival was a daily challenge. Even for giants like Pteranodon and Quetzalcoatlus, the world was fraught with danger. Defense, therefore, was not merely about possessing formidable weaponry or immense size, it was also about awareness, strategy, and sometimes, the simple advantage of numbers. How did these sky titans protect themselves from the myriad threats of their time? Pteranodon, while large, was not invulnerable. Marine reptiles like mosasaurs patrolled the waters below, and larger predatory dinosaurs might have posed a threat if it ventured too close to shore or was grounded. Its primary defense likely lay in its aerial agility and its social behavior. Fossil evidence, including sites with multiple individuals, suggests that Pteranodon may have lived and flown in flocks, at least some of the time. There is, of course, safety in numbers. A flock provides many pairs of eyes to watch for danger, and the collective movement of many individuals can confuse a potential predator. Furthermore, Pteranodon's speed and maneuverability in the air would have been crucial evasive assets. An agile flyer is a difficult target, capable of outmaneuvering a less nimble attacker or quickly gaining altitude to escape terrestrial threats. The prominent crest of Pteranodon, varying in size and shape, possibly between sexes and species, likely played a significant role in social dynamics. So, after examining their size, flight, hunting prowess, and defensive strategies, where do we land in this battle of the pterosaurs? Pteranodon, the agile master of the ocean winds, a social creature built for elegant, sustained flight and precise marine hunting. Quetzalcoatlus, the terrestrial titan, a veritable giant of the skies and land, a formidable stalker with unmatched scale. Each was a pinnacle of evolution, perfectly adapted to its own unique way of life in a lost world. The truth is, in any direct confrontation, circumstances would be paramount. In open air, Pteranodon's agility might give it an edge in evasion, while on land, Quetzalcoatlus's sheer size and power would likely prove overwhelming. They were champions of different domains, rulers of separate niches within the vast Mesozoic ecosystems. Their stories remind us of the incredible diversity and grandeur that life on Earth has produced, echoes from a time so distant, yet so vivid in the fossil record. But the question remains, a tantalizing thought for the imagination. If you could ride one into battle, a hypothetical contest of your own devising, would you choose the nimble skyslicer Pteranodon with its grace and aerial dexterity? Or would you opt for the towering titan Quetzalcoatlus, a veritable living siege engine? Drop your choice in the comments below and don't forget to like this video. Subscribe for more journeys into the deep past.